me talk to you.
Welcome back, guys, to Dad and Son Wrestling Reviews. I'm Son and that's Dad.
Hey-o.
Today we're going to be reviewing Raw. And we found this beautiful space.
Yeah, just trying something new today. Hope you guys like it. Before we get into our video, of course, as always, we'll have a little bit of wisdom from the most truthful and inspiring book you can get, and that is the Bible. And today we'll be in the book of Mark. Listen to the truth I speak. Whoever does not open their arms to receive God's kingdom like a teachable child will never enter it. Mark chapter 10, verse 15. Sums it up pretty well there. Through Jesus comes eternal life. It's the only way through there, not by your actions, not by your performance, and not by anything that you do alone. It is a gift given to us through the sacrifice that Jesus made and the invitation that he has given into a relationship with God. So, as us loved and sons, daughters of the risen King of the universe, we always try to disciple, even when doing little videos like this, don't we, big guy? So we'll leave a link in the description to our church family. Also on the last section of the video will be a link to click if you want to go directly over there, over to the Rocks channel. They've got a beautiful YouTube channel with so much content you can get lost for hours. All about Jesus, all about God, all about the kingdom that we're trying to build here on earth through his name. So, on to Raw.
But first, a shout out to Taurus BJ.
Yes, my apologies. Six Blades affiliates and the big mob tourist, if you can see on the old man's back there. Thank you to Luke and the team over there. They should be returning from Worlds shortly. Another successful run out there. Didn't come home with medals like they were hoping, but definitely performs out of their skins and had the time of their lives. So you can't argue with that. They're going to be better people for it. So on to Raw. First Raw post clash in Italy. How did the show open up, big guy?
It started with the OTC coming out.
Yep. And the crowd was hot for it, wasn't it? It was
like
over.
the first 30 minutes was just the crowd chanting, OTC, OTC.
Yeah. It's still massive pops for these international crowds. You can understand why they go. They're red hot because they don't get the shows all the time like the American crowds. The American crowds have been quite quiet for Raw and SmackDown lately, but this was hot to the point where it was shaking the hard camera. They loved the OTC. Essentially, he just bragged about the win, the legacies, acknowledge me, etc. Then tells Fatu to get out here and let's get this over with. Bit of a delay with Fatu's music. Hey, it took a while for him to come out. He come out looking sharp, fancy shirt on and all that. Got out there, got on the mic, gave a little ominous thing to Jey Uso, didn't he? Where he said, "I didn't lose to your punk ass." But sorry, swear words. But so then he acknowledged the OTC. Got down on one knee. They handshaked. Jimmy Uso got on there. Did his usual, everyone out the back is the twos and we are the ones. The hands went up and Fatu was in the background. But you noted that when you were watching it, it kind of looked like you thought he was going to take out Jimmy, didn't he?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to go back to this or he's just going to fall in line. But I still get this ominous feeling that he's not 100% involved yet. And also there's also the also the Solo Sikoa sort of contingent as well. And whether they go after that and assimilate them into the new bloodline. Yeah. What happened after that segment, mate?
Then it was the King of the Ring first round. And wow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long, but we had Penta.
Kamala
Hayes.
Solo
Sikoa. And Oba Femi. My God. This felt like, so you wouldn't have seen it when being a young boy, but when Goldberg was at his peak, I remember watching on WCW on Foxtel, and there was just hysteria in the crowd in the stadium.
And then it started shaking.
Yeah, and that was the same feeling I got from Oba Femi in this match. He got hit with plenty of offense. Plenty of guys got offense off. It wasn't like a squash match. He didn't win very easily, but he was strong. He took everyone's best shots. He was throwing Solo Sikoa around the place outside the ring. Talatonga tried to get involved. they had their big man square offs and stuff. But Oba was so over. The crowd, it was just electric for Oba, Femi.
Yeah.
They've done the right things with him. You can say what you want about others that they brought up from NXT and whether they've made it worth it. But with Oba, it has worked what they've done. The entrance,
Trick Williams as well.
yeah, everything. It's just it's gone. They were nuts. The crowd was hot. Oba got the win, which I was surprised by. I thought there'd be some shenanigans or someone would win when he's outside the ring, especially when Talatonga started getting involved. I thought that was going to be the moment that prevented Oba from getting the win.
I thought like Penta was going to quickly roll them up.
Yeah. So but yeah, they all did well. Kamala Hayes did well. He went straight for him. There could be a feud there at some point. I think would be great, which would be the underdog Kamala Hayes trying to get the win.
It's Oba, Femi, and maybe Penta, because then that's what Oba Femi's first title would be.
Intercontinental?
Yeah.
I honestly think he doesn't get a secondary title. I think he has a world title run and that's the first thing he hits. He is the biggest product. It's just how you get him there without killing off the rest of the competition.
Yeah.
Because you don't want him to be so strong that no one can beat him type thing. Because then there's no competition at that level. So that's the problem they had with Goldberg once he went on that massive run to the point where it was like, well, he's won 170 odd. How do you finally start reeling him back to the rest of the competition? And that's how that sort of faded out. So what was after the Fatal 4-Way, bud?
Then it was Ethan Page and Rusev versus Ray and Dragon Lee.
Before we get on to this one, what was your rating for the previous Fatal 4-Way?
6, 7.
And for this tag team match?
5.
5. And how did the match go, mate?
It was Ray got the win with the 619.
Yeah.
And Rusev and Ethan Page were just protesting in the ring for some reason.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I think Ethan Page is money. I think Rusev is getting squashed every week, so I don't think there's the big, strong Rusev thing is gone. I think he's pretty much fallen back to where he was before he got popular with the Rusev Day, where he was just getting squashed in the League of Villains or whatever he was in, when it was just all the foreign guys together. So I think personally,
League of Villains?
Yeah,
it was in it.
Yeah, it was Wade Barrett, Sheamus, Rusev, and one other person. I think it might have been Drew McIntyre or something. But yeah,
they're all British,
all foreigners. Yeah. So, what happened after the tag team match, mate?
Then it was so Alton just saying that I'm up for any challenge.
Oh yeah, promo for Sol Ruka. She's just happy she's going to get a challenge. I don't know who's the first to challenge her.
It's Lara Valkyria later.
Lara Valkyria? There you go. I think they've played hot potato with this title a little bit over the last 6 months.
I think they just used Becky to uplift other stars.
Yeah,
like
and that's great.
Dupuy,
That's
and
great.
have AJ Lee have her last WWE run.
Oh, that's great by Becky if she's going to do that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I think someone needs to go on a bit of a run with this Intercontinental. Otherwise, it's going to feel.
But I don't have the feeling that it's going to be Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
I think it could be like someone else.
Yeah.
Like Lash Legend.
Yeah, that could be good. What was after that one, mate?
Then it had the Queen of the Ring.
Fatal 4-Way? Who won? How'd that match? Oh, sorry, before we go, how was the... Oh, no, you gave us a rating for the tag team match, didn't you?
Yeah.
5. How would you rate this Fatal 4-Way with the ladies?
4. It was like... I would give it a 2.
Yeah, and who won?
IYO.
Yeah, I think this is a chance to get EI Sky back into the title picture.
Or you can get her versus her against Rhea.
Yeah, that's a combination. There's a story there.
And then
whether they stay pleasant to each other if she gets to there.
And then she goes, I just need to verse you, please. I just need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll take on Liv Morgan if Liv Morgan wins her bracket, won't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. There's a story there. If she knocks off Liv, and then Liv gets jealous and is unhappy that she lost in the tournament, and then that can be your Raw,
I think Chelsea
feud
Green
for a bit.
I think Chelsea Green should.
Yeah, well, I think Chelsea Green's one of the best products I got in the female side of the brackets, but I don't ever see them pulling the trigger on her athletic wise and getting her into the world title picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So what was after the fatal four-way for the ladies, mate?
Then it was like 6 backstage segments.
Yeah.
First it was Roman Reigns one. Then second, the
Roman Reigns one's where he calls out LA Knight and Royce Keys, isn't it?
Yeah, and he says that Jey Uso needs to win the.
Oh, yep. He sends Jey Uso out for the fatal four-way to win. Get ready for your match. He's on SmackDown that one though, I believe. Yeah. Go bring that other title. You haven't had that title. That'd be interesting. To have Jey Uso on this Bloodline, but doing his own thing at the main event level, I think that's great. I think doing it the right way this time, type thing. So, any other backstage segments of note that we should know about?
Then it was the Lara Valkyria one.
Yeah.
Then it was this was the last one, and it had. But no, and then there was another one that Liv was backstage and Roxanne obviously lost her match. And then Liv Morgan was going, I'm gonna win the tournament. And then you see like Roxanne going like, it looks like she's gonna leave. And then you have Raquel drop down her glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely that was a hint of a bit of everyone starting to feel that Liv Morgan's a bit selfish, and I think we can finally start to dissolve whether it's Roxanne or Raquel that turn on Liv, and have been gone with the Judgment Day. It's been too long now. There's barely anybody left. There's no original members left.
Yeah.
So it's not even real Judgment Day.
But if you say like Dom's original, yeah. Well, at their peak original.
Yeah. Did this move into the main event then?
Yes.
Main event, Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker. How would you rate this one, mate?
6, 7. Definitely.
Yep. How would you, anything of note of the match?
So there was a bit when, so Paul Heyman put Bron Breakker's foot on the rope. And then Seth Rollins came out. And then you could see Bron Breakker going back. You could see his foot coming out of the ring.
Yeah.
And then you see him running around. And then he accidentally spears Paul Heyman.
Yeah. So that's the ending sequence where there was a cool spot before this though where Bron Breakker was going to spear Seth from one table to the other, announce table, but it got turned into a pedigree. Seth then rolled him in the ring and then pedigreed him again and he kicked out. We then moved on to a few more. Austin Theory did a bit of shenanigans to try help out. That brought out Montez Ford. Montez Ford did that incredible leap over the turnbuckle to the outside onto Austin Theory, which led to Bron Breakker spearing him.
Try it. But
no, he speared.
So much rage that he tried to spear Seth Rollins.
Yeah, to get Seth Rollins.
But then Seth Rollins had the title.
Yep, around his stomach. That knocked him out.
One more stomp.
Yeah, so the title around the waist was after Paul Heyman got put through the barricade.
Yeah.
He comes in raging. That badass come raging. Has the title around his stomach. Spears him in. Knocks him out, very Goldberg-like from back in the day when Bret Hart did that to him. And then gets him with a stomp. 1, 2, 3. There's your win. A lot of shots of Seth Rollins being happy in the ring, looking at Montez Ford like, thanks for it, we're on the same page here. And then you had that same sort of look where Bron Breakker was sort of standing there against the ring looking dejected, and the veteran standing tall at the end of Raw, similar to what they did with CM Punk. So obviously they mentioned the NXT match, but I don't see that as a trilogy, and WWE loves doing trilogies. So I think we still get Seth and Bron Breakker in some sort of capacity around the Night of Champions stuff. Maybe Bron Breakker costs Seth Rollins in his Fatal 4-Way, and then Seth Rollins cost Bron Breakker in his. I think it's two. We want Bron Breakker versus OBA FEMI, but I don't think they give it to us yet. I think they keep them apart for a while. That way that there's no. That way it's a bigger event. So they just won't. I just don't. WWE won't do that unless something's changed dramatically and creative. But that's the way I see it anyway. So what would you rate Raw together?
In a long time in WWE, I'm giving it a 6-7.
6-7? Yep. I thought Raw was great. It helps when the crowd is as electric as it is. OBA FEMI's over. Start having these matches towards the end of the show now, just so the match the match gets more hype. Well, not even that. It's just so you're going out on a high, and if the end of the show is really awesome, you'll be willing to stick around for some of the horrible stuff that WWE goes on at the moment. Dynamite's main events have been great, been going off the hook lately. So that's one way they've sort of left you at the end of Dynamite going, whoa, what's next? Whereas Raw hasn't really done that lately.
Yeah, like that when Darby Allin had the title, going like, who's going to fight him next?
Yeah, so you got to have that, hook them in for the next one. But yeah, awesome. That's another review, guys. Hope you like the new setup. We'll see how we go. If you guys don't, let us know in the comments, and we'll switch back to the old webcam. Other than that, God bless you all, and thank you for watching.
Mwah, mwah, bang.
Out of time, so say goodbye.